karaoke is not so loud here on the Boulevard. We'll see if that lasts. But anyway, um, yeah, I'm actually moving locations here in Dumaguete and checking out. Well, I checked out an apartment today and it's looking really good. So I think I'm going to take it. And I'll actually be in the city as opposed to being on the outskirts of the city. And that should be really convenient for trying to get around and trying to do stuff. That's that's going to be a lot more convenient to meeting up with people and hanging out with people, collabing with people. Should be able to put out a lot more content, being there, and I'll just have more access to a lot of the places that I want to go and some quiet spots that I can film and record. Looks like we got a viewer. Hey, what's up? Um, I'm looking forward to that. I think it's just going to be all around a better fit for my purposes compared to where I'm at. Also, let me know if you can hear me. I don't see any like I don't see like a mic gauge that kind of lets me know if I'm audible. But feel free to chime in with any comments or thoughts that you have. So I'll be moving this weekend to the city as opposed to being on more of like the edge of the city, and I think that'll be a good fit. Should be interesting. Okay, wonderful. Hey, good to see you, Gen Expat. Welcome to the stream. I'll be moving there probably on Friday is when I'll actually make the move from where I'm living currently south of the city to the new spot, which is more like not too far from the city center. Let's say you know, it's just going to be a lot more conducive to hanging out with people, being more social. I'll be able to easily get rides home. So if I want to go out late night, I can do that. If I want to get up early and go meet people downtown, a lot easier to do that. Where I'm at now, I'm actually working on a video. It's almost done. I just need to edit like a section of it where I talk about the social element of being an expat and some of the tips or suggestions I have for how to maximize your time. And one of those things that I suggest in the video, you heard it here first, Gen Expat, is the benefits of living downtown or close to downtown. Sometimes in some places we want to like be on the outskirts of the city, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I think there is a social benefit to being more in the city and being close to the action, right? Close to the places that like we want to be, or the places that our friends are at, that kind of thing. So, by the way, guys, please give us a thumbs up. It helps with the algorithm. But that's what I'm looking forward to is being downtown where I can, I can more easily get to different things and meet up with different people. And there's some places that I like to frequent that are harder for me to get to where I'm at. They're just more time consuming. And hey, Chris, good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, so I found a spot that I think is going to be a lot more conducive to my needs. I'm just sharing with the audience. That was lightning, by the way, in the background, guys. I'm here on the Boulevard in Dumaguete. And so being like closer to downtown, I should be a lot more productive. We'll see how it goes, but I think it's just going to be better for that. I should be able to put out videos faster, more frequently, better quality than where I'm at now. Because one of the challenges of living where I am, hey, Nicholas, good to see you from Bangkok. One of the challenges of where I'm at now is that it's a solid, like, I'd say 40-minute ride to the city, and then at the end of the day, a 40-minute ride home. So that chews up like an hour and a half of my time. But yeah, that should be reduced by being closer to the city. Hey, Dinah, good to see you. Welcome, welcome. How's everybody doing tonight? It was raining, and it really put a damper on the festivities down here at the Boulevard. And I'm doing well. I just went and had some chicken wings at this place I like to go called Scoville. They do like unlimited wings, and so I really like going there sometimes when I'm in the area. And so tonight I happen to be Um, later in the evening, I happened to be in that area, so I stopped by there. Really great wings. Like if you're a fan of wings, like I am, the Philippines. It seems like every city of substantial size here in the Philippines has a great wing spot. Not the chain wing spot, but a place you can have chicken wings, and yeah, they're really really good. So, um, but yeah, the Philippines is going well. I need to go get my ACR card. I keep forgetting to do that. I tried to get it done Friday, or Thursday, but they happen to be closed for a holiday. So I'm going to go back tomorrow and get that ACR card. Foreigners, we got to have the ACR card. I think it's called Alien Certificate of Residence or Residence, something like that. I'm going to go get that tomorrow. And then I'll have probably a couple weeks before I need to go uh, renew my or extend my visa. So I've got to go do a visa extension here in a few weeks, and yeah, that'll be normal. I've done that several times now, so I'm kind of accustomed to the process. You fill out a form, and you explain to immigration what your purpose is for extending your stay, and really routine stuff. Not something I'm worried about. So Blood King, I'm actually on the Boulevard in Dumaguete, and this is if you've ever seen vlogs on Dumaguete, like Mike's Philippine retirement. He's done videos down here. Sizzy Kelly does her interviews down here. There's there's a lot of vloggers that come down here to make content, and and sorry, I got some people, um, and yeah, so there's a lot of people that come down here to vlog and make content. It's kind of windy right now. I don't know if you can. I guess you can see my hair being a little bit, and my shirt being a little bit blown by the wind. But yeah, it's a nice public space here. A lot of people like to come down here and go running. A lot of people also like to, kind of walk the loop and get some exercise. There's some great restaurants and both on the boulevard and then kind of on the street lining the boulevard. There's like what's it called? There's a Starbucks, and there's what else? There's several good. Like I like Cafe Filomena. You can't really see it behind the pirate ship, but behind that pirate ship, there's this hotel called the Bethel Guest House, and over there they've got a cafe on the first level, and they serve nice food, and they're really popular for like desserts. People go there and they have halo halo. They have like cake and that kind of thing. Also, it's popular for coffee. But that's just one of the places that they have here that's really nice, and it's a really good place to be a vlogger. If you're interested in getting to vlogging, it's a great place to level up. There's so many vloggers here that I've learned from, that really helped me learn a lot and have been really good to me as well. So Dumaguete definitely has a special place in my heart, and I'm happy to be here. I think I'm going to be even happier being in the city. You're a student blogger. What do you blog about? Yeah, yeah. I mean, if you're trying to learn how to vlog or blog, um, there's a lot of people here. I found the majority of them to be friendly and kind, and you know, encouraging, and really a lot of them have taught me a lot. Most of them don't see other vloggers as like competition, and most people here are nice. Is everybody nice? Maybe not, but hi, you won. Good to see you. Where are you joining us from? But yeah, there's a lot of great folks, great folks here. Nicholas, how does Duma compare to Chiang Mai? That's a great question, Nicholas. Advantages of Dumaguete over Chiang Mai: more English, more. I think there are more foreigners here. I think there are more foreigners here. They're more concentrated here. I think just with the prevalence of English, more guys like more people in general feel like, hey, if I'm concerned about English, I can come here to Dumaguete. Where Chiang Mai, the English is improving, but I don't think it's on the same level as Dumaguete. Um, I think that over there, you've got, it's just like, I don't know how to explain it. You've got, it's not so, I get a, I think that the foreigners in Chiang Mai are a little bit more isolated compared to here, where everybody seems, well, not everybody, but most people seem to have a crew that they hang out with. Most people find a group centered on a certain topic or like shared beliefs or whatever it may be. So I think here there's more groups and more people getting together in groups. I've got a group on Wednesday that I meet with now every Wednesday, and I've got two groups on Thursday that I can meet with every Tuesday. There's more than that out there that I kind of sprinkle in get-togethers with, but it's just very easy to find. I'm gonna move down here a little bit, guys. 1 second. There's just more. There's more. Sorry, guys. Sometimes you got to be willing to move. But there's more. Yeah, there's just more groups, I think, in Dumaguete. Chiang Mai, I think, it's a bigger city, so you have certain big city conveniences that you're not going to have as much of here. There's, I think Chiang Mai Airport has more international flights. I don't think Dumaguete Airport has international flights. I think they are building an airport that can do international flights. But yeah, I really like the social. I like the what else about Dumaguete versus Chiang Mai? I think it's I think the ocean, the proximity to ocean destinations is a big one. Chiang Mai is not close to any beaches, so if you're a beach person or you like the aquatic activities, I think they're just going to be harder for you to have access to in Chiang Mai. Chiang Mai, I think, is a little bit more expensive, not significantly so, but a bit more expensive as far as rents go. In my personal opinion, I think Western food is a little bit more expensive there too. Um, I think the big thing is like the visa is more straightforward here in Dumaguete, at least for Americans, where the visa in Chiang Mai, you got to sort some things out, and your time frame I don't think is quite so long as things stand today. Things may change. I'm not sure how they may change, but as it stands, it's easier for a foreigner to maintain a visa, for an American to maintain a visa here in Dumaguete. Um, blog about the same things, kind of what you do, kind of. Excellent. I'll check your blog out, King. I'm from Malaysia. Wow. I'll go back to Malaysia at some point. It's so beautiful and like developed, and I like Malaysia a lot. I'll go back there at some point. I've only spent time in Kuala Lumpur in the suburbs, but KL's awesome. Super modern city, convenient public transit. I love the food there. I liked that it was more like low key and more laid back. It didn't really have the party atmosphere that you find in some other countries in Southeast Asia. It's to me, it was a super productive city. I felt like, wow, I can just get a lot done there. So I like Malaysia. I'd like to see Malacca next time. I'd like to see Penang, Langkawi, and there's a couple of other places. Is it Ipoh? So yeah, there's like four other places I want to see in Malaysia that seem really interesting to me. That'll be next time I go there. I think Americans get like 90 days on arrival, so that's plenty of time to see, um, see a variety in Malaysia. Rosario, good to see you, Rosario. Yeah, it's nice. It's really cool and breezy here. It's not like hot and muggy. It's now that the rain has come down, it's really cooled off a lot. It's definitely my favorite weather that we get here in Dumaguete. Is it's cool, the sun's down, it's breezy, but it's not raining anymore. The rain was short, didn't last long tonight, so that was really nice. Um, Nicholas says, how did you find these groups? Yeah, so for me, Nicholas, it was kind of organic. I have certain places I like to go hang out. Coffee shops like in town, Ground Zero is a really popular one for a lot of vloggers. So I'll go there. I end up running into people. I've also had friends introduce me to other friends of theirs, and it sort of happens organically that I get introduced to people, and then they invite me to the group. The other day, I was filming it, one of my favorite hotel here in town, and then a group showed up there, and I ended up recognizing one of the group members because one of the group members is my friend. I ended up sitting down with them and hanging out with them for a while. Really got along with them. They end up inviting me to a group the following day. So these kind of social networks seem to form organically here, and you have to follow up. You know, you have to ask about details, but going to certain places here in Dumaguete, I can't speak for other cities, but certain places seem to attract crowds. You know, Western people, we like certain Western foods and we like certain, you know, Western style coffee shops. I go to the mall too. I don't know why I'm pointing. There's not, it's, you can't see it from here, but Robinson's Mall, where I'll meet some guy and they'll tell me, hey, some of this is tempered by the fact that I don't, not a judgment against people that drink. Some of my good friends here like to have a few now and then. But I'm not going to like expat bars, right? Which could possibly be a little bit disappointing because, um, you know, some of them show like UFC, which I'm into. By the way, guys, I may have to cut the stream soon because I'm hearing some amplified music. I thought it might be done for tonight, but if they play it too loud, I could actually get a copyright violation for that. So I have to be very cautious about the amplified music that I'm around. But yeah, great city to meet groups. I'm not sure, uh, I'm not sure how it is in the bigger cities, but definitely, definitely a lot of opportunities for socializing here. I think more so than in Chiang Mai. I'm not going to say Chiang Mai doesn't have those groups, but I didn't really see them as much. Groups are centered around like digital nomad life, where Dumaguete doesn't seem to have as much of a presence. The crowd here skews a little bit older retired guys that have the free time to get. But yeah, feel free, guys, to chime in any questions or thoughts you have. I'm just going to keep staying here in Dumaguete. It's a good fit for a lot of different reasons for the time being. And yeah, I hope to have something out tonight. We'll see how it goes. I've been editing it for several days and trying to go for more long form video because some of my friends have suggested that as long as I have value to add, then, you know, the longer form videos are you know, worth a shot. But yeah, feel free, guys, to chime in. I saw the numbers drop, so it's fluctuating between 10 watchers and one watcher. So I'm not sure how many folks are watching right now. But if you are watching, give us a thumbs up. It helps with the algorithm to distribute the video to more people. Um, yeah, more folks are definitely coming out. I guess the rain was pretty short lived. So I don't think it'll be as busy. Like if you come here to Dumaguete and you like to come to the Boulevard, the rain tends to really dissipate the crowds. I think a lot of the crowds here, they don't want to get their hair wet. They don't want to get their clothes wet. So when that comes down, a lot of folks end up going home, calling it a night early. Um, so that's something to be aware of. Now we've got 13 people watching. That's interesting. Where's everybody watching from? I noticed somebody said they're in Malaysia. We got somebody in Thailand. We have some folks back in the States. I think one of my friends, he's in another Southeast Asian country. It'd be interesting one day to get somebody from each country in Southeast Asia on a live stream. That would be really neat. But yeah, Yeah, man, those wings really hit the spot. I I did some just walking around town, kind of exploring. I found a new. It's kind of like a department store with it's like 4 stories here in town called Comms, and I like it a lot. It's very convenient. It seems like it's going to be a good place for me to go to work sometimes, like just work on editing. I didn't see charger ports readily accessible, but I could go with a charged up laptop and work for a couple of hours editing until until my battery's low, and then maybe roll over to another location. Um, but yeah, feel free to chime in with any questions or thoughts that you have. I don't. Oh, no, I'm scrolling down. I'm not seeing them, but yeah, guys, it's a nice evening here. The weather is really nice, and I'm enjoying it. But yeah, as far as finding groups, my next video should cover that. It should cover that topic. I I need to add. Well, I don't know. I think it does. It covers some of the basics. Maybe I could do a deeper dive or like a part two or a follow up video because I think a lot of guys, I talk about this where guys, and I say guys because my audience is heavily male, but there's some gals out there that are watching, I'm sure. But they're used to back home where they've got work and they've got their family. They might not be close to their family, and their coworkers are not their friends, so they're not really used to having people that they hang out with just for the sake of hanging out with. Like I often say this, my coworkers are there, people that I make my money with. It doesn't really matter if I get along with them or not. I don't have a choice in who I work with if I'm employed by a business. The business owner makes that determination, or they've got a HR department that makes that determination. But for me as an expat, I choose who I hang out with. And that choice, I think, can cause some stress for a lot of people. Like, who do I want to hang out with? Do I want to hang out with people who are have a similar diet that I have? Do I want to hang out with people of a certain faith? Do I want to hang out with people that, who do I want to hang out with? Because I have so much choice over here as to how I spend my time that it's, I think it could be really overwhelming for some people to have so much choice and also to know, hey, who do I not want to hang out with? Because once again, when you're working, you got limited choice of that unless you're an entrepreneur. You can, if you're an entrepreneur, you can certainly fire customers. But if you are not an entrepreneur, then guys, I'm going to have to pop in. But yeah, let me know if my audio went out. I'm not sure. I haven't done the vertical live stream too much, but it's yeah, there's a lot of choice that goes into that, and it takes a lot of thought. We'll go down here a bit. Maybe it'll be quieter. There's a lot of choice that goes into that, and a lot of thinking about who do I want to hang out with, right? Like, who do I want to down here. Maybe we could do. But yeah, what are you guys up to? Oh, I'm a little bit sleepy. It's been a long day. I recorded for a couple hours earlier, and then I went to check this apartment out. And yeah, I think I'll go home soon. So I think after the stream, I'm gonna head the trikes down and catch a trike back home. I had a pretty big dinner. I did some fasting today. I don't know how many of you are into fasting, but did some fasting today. And that was kind of unintentional, but just the way scheduling worked out, that's what I did. feel less achy. I notice when I fast, it seems to reduce the inflammation for me, and something I need to, consciously, incorporate more in my week to week. Um, and yeah, so what are you guys doing this week? Any plans for this week? It's charging a little bit slow. I was hoping my AirPods would charge a little bit faster, but whatever. Can't win them all. So maybe we'll go for a few more minutes. I'm not seeing any new comments, so this might not be the most exciting. And yeah, with more folks coming out, it may not be the ideal, Anyway, yeah, I just wanted to do an update stream and hope everybody's having a good week, good start to their week. It's yeah, it's nice weather. I'd like to do some more walking before I go home, get some more exercise, get my steps in. I yeah, I try to be pretty good about that. I try to get a decent amount of steps in, and I'm kind of curious. Let's see if I can. I'm gonna gotten almost 20,000 steps in today. That's way more than I thought. So maybe I don't need too many more steps actually. That's fine. That's not a big deal. But that is kind of surprising. That's more than what I thought. I thought I maybe gotten it like 10,000 in because my legs don't feel that sore. But yeah, almost 20,000 steps. That's really a lot of steps. So easy to do here in Dumaguete. I know so many guys who have come here and lost weight because they're getting so much more activity than they were back home. But yeah, I may go ahead and wind down as I think there's only one watcher now, and it may not be a great time for you guys as the audience. And oh, we got 4 more. Well, maybe a couple more minutes. If anybody's got any questions or thoughts to add, happy to talk about. Happy to answer those. What do I want to say in closing? Yeah, I'm looking forward to being in this new spot by the weekend. Should be a lot more productive space for me. There's a desk in there I can work at. It's not going to be in a provincial area that just takes me longer to get out there. There's less likely to be just, I think, friction to being productive, or there's going to be less friction to being productive. And hopefully I could do more streams there too. I'm not sure how the noise will be. There's, oh no, I got to block this guy. There we go. Excellent. Well, yeah. So this new building, um, it's definitely it's like close to some of the universities. So there's there's more of a kind of a student population, and hopefully these people are aspiring to something better. It's going to be more chill and more kind of conducive to um, just to getting things done. But yeah, well, guys, I think it's probably a good time to wrap up. It seems like this may not be the the most opportune time to do a stream. Thank you all so much for watching. If you're watching this on replay and you're not yet subscribed, I think around 80% of my viewers are not yet subscribed. Subscribe to the channel down below. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed this stream, and comment. If there's certain topics you want me to cover in future streams, I'd be happy to cover some of those topics. And we'll see you soon. Bye bye.